All right, what's up, guys? It's your boy Darius with Dwell Well here. Really hoping that this records well. It's really windy. I'm on another walk at the lakefront. I have to get myself a gimbal because I just have to hold this out with my arm extended and it's really not comfortable. So this might be a shorter video, but wanted to talk about if you're starting a property management company for short-term rental, midterm rental, who are the main people that you need on your team? And then I'll tell you some stories about who I have on my team and why it's so important. So the first person that you need on your team is yourself, of course. You need someone who's going to operate the business, who's going to be able to run it, who's going to be able to strategize and just basically be the glue that keeps it all running until you can, of course, hire an operational person that can do that. I'm on my way to doing that, hopefully in the next year or two. So the second person you need is a cleaner. This is one of the most important people in the business. When I say Airbnbs, I really mean short-term rentals. I have my listings on booking.com, VRBO, Google Vacation Rentals, etc. So cleaners, they're really the lifeblood of your listings, because if the places are not clean, if they're not Airbnb ready, short-term rental ready for the next guest, this can kill a business fast. You're looking for those 5-star reviews, which is going to help a lot. And your cleaner is the first person that typically sees the property after you have a guest stay, and the last person that sees the property, unless you have an inspector, which is the next person. They're the last person that sees the place before the guest comes in. So it's really integral that you have a cleaner. Really important that you give them a checklist that they follow every single time. Even if they think they know the property, it's really good to follow a checklist. There was a podcast that I was listening to that it was talking about one of the major things that have reduced deaths in the medical field is that surgeons use checklists every single time. They do not rely on their memory or what they think they know about a particular surgery. So we need to do the same thing for cleaning. There's always things to easily be missed because there's a lot, especially if you have someone checking in on the same day that someone is checking out. So those cleaner checklists are very key, very important. Thirdly, I would say you need a handyman of some sort. Someone who, there's a lot of different things that happen throughout the stays, but someone who can be available. I would say a handyman or two or even three. Someone who could be available when you have those maintenance items, if you're not a handy person or you're not available yourself. The other day I had a guest reach out to me and say that the handle broke on the front door, so they couldn't get in to the actual front door because the handle had broken. So I was able to call my handyman. Within 30 minutes he was there. We had a new handle and crisis was averted. Still got a 5-star review on that listing. And a lot of times things are going to happen in your short-term rentals, but as long as you deal with them professionally, you deal with them pretty quickly, you communicate, people let that go and it doesn't ruin their experience. Another person I would say is maybe a more specialized maintenance person, like an electrician or an HVAC guy or a plumber. This is a person who does things that your handyman maybe can't do. It's out of their purview. So that's number 4, like a specialized maintenance person. Number 5, this is one that I will hopefully be hiring soon, is an inspector. It's very important that after going back to the checklist that I talked about with the cleaners, it's very important that you inspect your place every single time after the cleaner is done. There's just a lot of things that can be missed. The cleaners typically only have a few hours to clean your place in between turnovers. So there's a lot that can be missed, or even things that I would say are not even on the cleaners jobs. So some of the things that I have my inspector or will have my inspector do, I currently do this now, is making sure all the windows are locked and closed, making sure the batteries are working in a lot of the remotes or in the smoke detector. There's just a lot of little things like that that could be missed that I would have an inspector do. And of course, they will have a checklist as well, where they will check up on the things that the cleaners are doing, but also have their own checklist to make sure everything is smooth. So I would say those are the 5 people. I believe that's 5. The 5 people that you need to run your short-term rental property business if you want to start one. So if you want more information like this, please like and subscribe, and peace out.